everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 6 of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is going to be using the puff stitch today and a cluster stitch as well. So you'll be able to use different techniques in crochet in this one square, which is fabulous. The colors I'm using today are just a dark blue, light yellow, a coral, and a jade color, all red heart yarns, scrap yarns. This is a scrap yarn project. The hook size we are using today is a 5mm hook, which is an H size hook, so if you have that handy, you can have that, as well as a scissors and a yarn needle. We will be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, so make sure you have those handy. Before we start, I do want to mention to check out the links in the description of this video. I'll have the link to my blog where you can find out where to get all the granny square, the list of the granny squares for the 365 days of granny squares. And also there's a link to my Facebook page. Make sure to join me on Facebook, like my page, and if you make this or any of my crocheted items, be sure to share photos on there and get inspiration from other crocheters as well. And also join me on Instagram. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, and if you post a photo on Instagram, be sure to hashtag YARNutopia. If you make these granny squares and post a photo on Instagram of these granny squares, be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares on Instagram. And follow me on Snapchat too. You can see behind the scenes footage of what I like to do on my free time when I'm crocheting and when I'm not crocheting. And subscribe to my channel here on YouTube so you can get notifications on when I post new videos. I try to get 1 or 2 out every week, but make sure to check out these ones. Will be every single day, so you'll get a notification when these are posted. So be sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I do want to thank our videographer and editor of this video, Fuad, Azmat, my dad, for taking the time out to make this video with us. Thank you so much, and let's get started in making number 6 of our granny square. Okay, to start off we have to make a slip knot, so put the short end over the long end, fold that down, and then pull that through and pull tight. And then insert your hook, and we're ready to go. So now we want to chain 4, so yarn over and pull through 1, 2, 3, and 4, and in the 4th chain from the hook we want to make 15 double crochets. So the loop that's on your hook never counts as anything, so count 1, 2, 3, and 4, and in this chain we are going to yarn over, go into that chain, then yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. That's a double crochet. So we make a total of 15 double crochets in there. So that was 1, yarn over, go into that same chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 2, yarn over, go into there, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can see that I'm kind of turning it around because we're working in a circle. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, so now you can kind of manipulate this just like that. Now we're going to slip stitch to this chain of 3 here because this does count as a stitch. So if you have to count back, there should be 16 double crochets in total, including this chain up 3 right here. So you can count 1, 2, 3, insert your hook into the top of that chain 3, yarn over, pull through, and pull through for a slip stitch. Okay. At this point, we are going to fasten off. If you do not want to fasten off, just chain up 1 and go on to round 2. But if you want to fasten off, just chain 1, cut your yarn, and pull all the way through and pull tight. Okay, and then change color and attach to any of the double crochets around. Now this chain up 3 does count as a stitch, so I'm just going to insert my hook right into that top of that chain up 3 because that does count as a stitch, and I'm just going to start there. So insert your hook if you can get it. Might be a little tight. There we go. And then just fold your yarn in half like this, and then hook it around your hook and pull through. Drop your stragglers and chain up 1. So now we want to work 1 puff stitch, let's see, into each stitch around. Let's see, remaining loops, chain 1 to lock. Okay, so the puff stitch is yarn over, go into this same stitch that we just attached to. Okay, yarn over, pull through. So you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through. So now you have 5 loops on your hook, and yarn over and go in, and then yarn over and pull through. So now you have 7 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yarn over and pull through all 7 loops on your hook and chain 1. That is our puff stitch. So we are going to work a puff stitch, chain 1 in each stitch around. So yarn over, go into this next stitch here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through until you have 7 loops on your hook. Then yarn over, pull through all 7 loops, and then chain 1. Okay, and in this next one, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go in, and yarn over and pull through. So you have 7 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 7 of those, and chain 1. I'll show you again. Yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go back into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, go into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and you have 7 loops on your hook, so yarn over, pull through all 7 of those, and then chain 1. Okay, so do that all the way around, and let's see here, you should have 16 puff stitches at the end of this round. I'll show you how to finish up this round, and we'll go on to round 3 together. Alright, after this last puff, just chain 1 and then slip stitch to the first puff stitch. So right here. Okay, not the chain 1, just this puff stitch right here. So yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, now if you were not fastening off, if you were not changing color, if you want to use the same color and go on to round 3, just slip stitch into the chain 1 space right in here. Okay, but I'm going to change color, so I'm going to fasten off right here. So chain up 1, cut your yarn and pull it through and pull tight. And then go into the very next chain 1 space. So if you want to, just separate the 2 puff stitches, and that's your chain 1 space right there. Get your new color. Let's see here, where's the end of my yarn? Okay, and attach, just like that. Okay, so for round 3, we are going to chain 2, so 1 and 2, so now we're fully attached in here. Okay, and in this same chain 1 space, we are going to make what's called a cluster stitch. So a cluster stitch, we are going to yarn over and go into the chain 1 space, yarn over and pull up a loop. Okay, so we have 3 loops on our hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops. Then we are going to yarn over, go back into that space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 of those loops. So we have 3 loops on our hook right now. Yarn over, go back into that space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we have 4 loops on your hook and do it once more. So yarn over, go into that space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now you have 5 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops. That's a cluster stitch. Then we are going to chain 2, so 1 and 2, and then we are going to do that, repeat all of that in each chain 1 space around. So go into the next one, so yarn over, go into the next chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. One more time, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now you have 5 loops on your hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops and chain 2. So 1 and 2. And next one, yarn over, go into the next chain 1 space, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So you have 5 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops. Oh my goodness. And your hook might slip. It's like the worst when you're doing clusters. There you go. Then chain 2, 1 and 2, and repeat. So I'm not going to say this one, but just do your clusters. Until you have 5 loops on your hook, then yarn over, pull through all 5 of those loops, chain 2, and do that in each chain 1 space all the way around, so you'll have 16 clusters at the end of this round. And then I'll meet you up when we're finishing this round and going on to the next round. Alright, so I'm just finishing round 3, just chain your last 2, and now we want to attach at this very top of the cluster stitch. Okay, so right in here, just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now at this point, going on to round 4, if you are not changing color, make sure to slip stitch into this chain 2 space and chain up 4. And then go on to round 4 with us. Otherwise, if you were changing color with me, just chain up 1, cut your yarn, and pull all the way through to fasten off. And then insert your hook in the next chain 2 space, grab your new color, and pull that all the way through, like that, and then chain 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, that is going to count as our first stitch on this round. And put 2 treble crochets into this same space here, the same chain 2 space. So yarn over twice. A treble crochet is yarning over twice, going into that space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a treble crochet, so we need to make 1 more in there. So yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So now it essentially looks like we have 3 treble crochets because this chain up 4 counts as our first stitch. So now we want to jump over to the next chain 2 space right here and put 3 double crochets in there. So just yarn over once, go into that chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're putting 3 double crochets in there. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Then jumping over to the next chain 2 space, we're going to put 3 half double crochets in there. So yarn over, a half double crochet is going into that space, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. So there's 1, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's 2, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's 3. 3 half double crochets. Now in this next chain 2 space, we're going to put 3 double crochets. So yarn over, go into there, make 3 double crochets, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, then we're going to hop over to this next chain 2 space, and we're going to start our first corner, and we're going to make 3 treble crochets. So yarn over twice, go into that chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, make 3 treble crochets. So 1, 2, and oops, that's a double crochet. Remember, yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now, since we are making a corner, we want to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and then go back into this same chain 2 space for 3 more treble crochets. So yarn over twice and make 3 treble crochets all in that same stitch. So in that same chain 2 space, you're going to have 3 treble crochets, chain 3, and 3 treble crochets. Okay, and that is our corner. Now working on this side, we are going to put 3 double crochets in here. So 1, 2, and 3. Then in this next chain 2 space, we're going to put 3 half double crochets. So yarn over and just do your half double crochet. Okay, 3 of those. And then in this next chain 2 space, we're going to put 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And now we're at a corner. So we're going to put 3 treble crochets. So yarn over twice, make 3 treble crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then put 3 treble crochets back into that same stitch, or that same chain 2 space. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's our second corner there. Now we're going to do our repeat, so put 3 double crochets in the next chain 2 space. So 1, 2, and 3. The next chain 2 space will have 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then the next one, next chain 2 space, will have 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And we're at the next chain 2 space is going to be our corner. So you know what to do. 3 treble crochets, chain 3, and 3 treble crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And 3 trebles in the same stitch. Oops, that's a double. Yarn over twice. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, and we're on our last side here, so put 3 double crochets in this next chain 2 space. So 1, 2, 3. Then put 3 half double crochets in this next chain 2 space. 1, 2, 3. Then put 3 double crochets into this next chain 2 space. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and now we're finishing here, so we're going to put 3 treble crochets into where this beginning part is right here. We're going to put 3 treble crochets and then chain 3, and then we're going to join. So yarn over twice, go into this chain 2 space here where our other trebles are, and make 3 treble crochets, and then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and attach to this chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right at the top there. Insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, so this is what our granny square looks like. So at this point we can fasten off, so I'm just going to chain 1, cut my yarn, and pull that all the way through. Now if you wanted to make this bigger, you can now work a regular granny stitch in these. So you can see the spaces here. These would be the sides. So you'd put, you can just do the traditional granny square stitch. So 3 double, chain 2, 3 double, skip over these stitches, go into this space, 3 double, 3 double, 3 double, 3 double, 3 double, chain 2, 3 double in this corner. You know how to, if you know how to do the basic granny square, which is our number 1 granny square of the 365 days of granny squares, you can always check back on that one and see how to do a traditional granny square. But we are finished with this square now, so now we want to just sew in all of our ends. And to do that, I just like to take my yarn needle, yarn my needle, and then just go underneath the stitches. Very simple. Just to hide those straggler pieces. And you can cut that and do that. So I'm going to sew in all these ends, and then I'll meet you up when we are all finished. Alright, so I just sewed in my ends in the back here, so they're all hidden, and it's very lovely. So our square is complete. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the links in the description of this video so you can get the link to the blog where you can find all the granny squares that we will be making this year, 365 days of granny squares. This is granny square number 6, so make sure if you need to go reference back to the blog, you can do that. You can also check out the links in the description of this video. I'll have the link to my Facebook. Make sure to like my page on there, and if you make this, share your photo on there as well. And you can also get inspiration from other crocheters on the page. Our community is growing so fast and everybody shares their great creativity, so that's awesome. Also check out my Instagram. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, tag me in your photos, and hashtag YARNutopia on Instagram or any social media. And for these squares specifically, make sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares, and I will have that hashtag in the description of this video. Make sure to hashtag that on Instagram so I can see your granny squares, and follow me on Snapchat as well. You can see behind the scenes clips of what I do on my free time when I'm not crocheting or when I am. Lastly, make sure to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube so that you can get updates, notifications when I put new videos out, because then you can get the notification when the new granny squares are out and you can be the first to make these, which is awesome. And lastly, I do want to say thank you to our videographer and editor of this video, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time out to make this with us. So thank you so much for watching and making this granny square with us today. Happy hooking!